Yesterday, we went pretty heavy with key signatures. And this is like the next big thing. Do you remember what that circle is called? I gave it like an official title.
The Circle of Fifths.
Circle of Fifths. Did anybody look on Amazon to see how cheap the clocks are? You know, so instead of 12, right, it's C major and A minor. Has anybody looked at that? All right, so we'll do that before class is over, and maybe I'll spring for one for this classroom. But I hate when kids look at the clock, so I probably won't do it. So I cover that up. The circle of fifths is one method. If you can reproduce that on the fly, I don't know if you could do it within like 2 minutes, you're in good shape. I looked for, here's a pattern for you that I found as I was trying to come up with another stupid acronym for things. You know, fat cats get down at every bar is a pretty common one. And if you took theory in college, even theory for non-majors, like you will hear fat cats get down at every bar. But, you know, starting at the 12 o'clock position and trying to come up with an acronym for this, here's what I came up with. You know what a golden doodle is? It's a breed of dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Can golden doodles always eat bones? And then I have nothing for that. But now look how doodles always eat bones returns again. So there is kind of a pattern happening there. I'm not quite sure like how to put my finger on that yet, but like that's a thing. That's a thing. It's not great, but it's a thing. I still think the best way to do it would be to write out your alphabet and start at C and just count from C 5 to G. Just go all the way around this way and then reverse it this way for the flats. In terms of flat key signatures, notice that all of the flat key signatures have a flat in it except for that one. If you can remember C and F, every other flat key has, every other flat major key has that in there. So there's a thing for you. Maybe instead of starting off clockwise, maybe you want to start off counterclockwise. Maybe you'd want to put C at the top, go down a fifth from there, hit F, and now you know, count the fifth down from that, you get a B, and you'll know that all of these have a flat attached to them. And maybe that's easier when you go this way, like, oh, I don't remember, is the 3 o'clock position A or A flat? Well, no, it's A because you already had A flat over here. So, do you think you could reproduce this?
I think I can get like some of it down. I think I can get the letters and the flats and the sharps, but
Okay. I know Jake is pretty adept at this already. Here's my advice to you. You can take it or leave it. Like doing home improvement projects around the house is a hassle, but it's something that you'll have to do one day as a homeowner, or you have to pay some sweaty guy $400 to come in and like hang your curtains for you. And as a man, that is embarrassing. Like you should never pay a guy $400 to hang curtains. So like I just went through this. It was a pain in the neck, but I put up some curtains and you know, the studs in the wall. Like if you can go through the drywall and hit a stud, like it is great because there's a lot of strength there. So when I was hanging up these curtains, like I missed the stud, but everything kind of hung up there. So I'm like, all right, the drywall, like it might hold, but it might not. Like I could just leave it and see what happens. It's a little wishy-washy. It might hold, it might not. Maybe I'll be okay, but I really have no idea. And like it would have been easy for me to move on and just like, I just gotta get this done. I wanna move on to the next thing. But I'm glad I stopped my train of thought, and I'm glad I didn't do that. I'm like, no. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take like the 5 minutes that it takes now, and I'm gonna rejigger it. And I'm gonna find a way to like put a screw into the 2x4 behind the wall because then it'll be really anchored in. I'm glad I did that because they were super heavy curtains and they would have fallen off the wall if I didn't do that. This is one of those. All right, you kind of get it. There's a hole in the wall. Is it anchored in your brain yet in the 2x4 in your brain? Probably not. If you took a little bit of time to really anchor it in, I promise you, all of the heavier stuff that we will hang for the rest of the year is based on this. So do yourself a favor, every day for a couple minutes at homeroom when you're on your phone anyway, put the phone away, or like when you're on the bus here, like look this over and sometimes see if you can do this. See if you can actually reproduce this. Because if you can put this as a 2x4 in your brain, you'll be great. That would be my advice to you. That's on you. Like I give you all the tools. Now you just gotta hit the stud. All right? So, and think about that with your other classes. It's not just this. It's like, all right, it'll suck. It'll take a little bit more time than I want, but you're setting yourself up for success later. So I highly recommend it. All right, so we're gonna move on. I'm actually gonna teach you, you should absolutely know how to do this. All right, I'm gonna teach you that second way to figure out key signatures, and maybe this will be more beneficial to you in the long run. I don't know. I'm giving you like tools in the toolbox, and whatever hits the stud in your brain the best, I guess, is one that you might wanna go with. But this is more valuable than what I'm about to teach you. That's why I did this first. All right, so take out your notes again. Oh, did anybody come up with a better acronym than Fat Cats Get Down on Every Bar?
No, I didn't think about it.
Didn't think about it. That's
Honestly, I just wanted to
understandable.
go to sleep.
Fair enough. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to figure out sharp keys first. Sharp keys first, both the major and the minor. Remember that the key signatures that we've identified on the circle of fifths could be both a major and a minor key because they share the same DNA. So the key of G major and E minor share the same DNA, which is 1 sharp. And if it's 1 sharp, by the way, do you know which one it has to be? F sharp, yeah, that's right. So because they share the same DNA, they're relatives. So it's the relative major and minor. So when I'm asking for the key, like oftentimes I'll ask for the major and the minor of the key, and you'll have to be able to do both of those. If you know your circle of fifths, you're good to go. How easy is that? All right, so for sharp keys,
Wait, I do have a question.
Yes.
Wait, I thought it was just G sharp. I thought it would have been F flat. But
no, this is not, because it has 1 sharp,
yeah.
right? It's like I'm telling you what the DNA is, we still call it G. So like your own unique genetic makeup, we wouldn't refer to you by, like your own chromosomal uniqueness.
Yeah.
We'd refer to you as Nick. This is Nick. This is the chromosomes that make up Nick. Okay? And this Nick, this is your twin. And he's the black sheep. He's E minor. Okay? This is Nick minor, but you share the same DNA. Okay? So here is another, this is how I learned it in high school theory. It stuck with me, maybe it'll stick with you. So for sharp keys, find the last sharp, go up 1 for the major key, down 1 for the minor key. Make sure that goes in your notes somewhere. Chris, pick a number 1 through 7. 6. So I'm gonna put 6 sharps on the board. You ready? They have to be these 6 in this order. Fat cats get down at every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the last sharp in that key? That would be like reading from left to right, like you would in a book. E, right here. It's this E sharp. Okay, so let's follow my plan here. Go up 1 from an E to find the major. So what's 1 up from E?
B.
No. Like in alphabetical order. F. And not only like any F, but when I go up here and I hit this line, like look what's affected right there. F sharp. So this is the key of, and you'll see how this works. This is the key of F sharp major. Okay, what about the minor? Well, I come over here, find the last sharp, it's still the same one. Now I just go down 1 for minor, So what's one down from E sharp?
D.
D, but not just any
Um,
D. It's because it's affected here. It's actually D sharp minor. Let's see how that jives with the circle of fifths. F sharp major, D sharp minor. Yeah, that works.
yeah.
Okay. So this is like one way to do it, and this is for sharp keys. Let's do another one.
Wait, 1 second.
Go ahead. I'm moving pretty quick here.
I'm a very slow right
No, that's okay. I'm a very fast talker. Sounds like we could have a sitcom.
Probably.
Good? All right, let's do another one. Nick, pick a number, 1 through 7, not 6.
5.
5. It has to be these 5. Fat, cats, get, down, at. Okay, this will be fun. This is a good one. What's the last sharp?
A.
A.
Sharp.
A sharp. A sharp is good. That's exactly right. Go up 1 for the major.
D.
What'd you say?
D sharp.
No. You're thinking of bass clef. This is treble clef.
Oh.
So you're A sharp. What'd you say?
B sharp.
Well, it's actually only B
Or,
because there's no B sharp here in like to the left of it. So it's really just B major. Okay. For the minor, go back to that A sharp now and go down 1.
A natural.
No. We return to the sharp and now go down.
G.
You're right. What'd you say?
G sharp.
G sharp. Yeah. See, here it is. It's sneaky, but it's all the way up here.
Yeah.
So see how that jives with the circle of fifths. You guys picked some hard examples already. B major, G sharp minor. Yeah, absolutely right.
And then you would go up to C sharp.
What do you mean? No, we did it. We figured it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we did it. We have the major, we have the minor. Those are the only 2 answers that it could possibly be.
Okay.
Okay. I have one for you.
Is there a reason why you make the second one lowercase?
Depending who you ask. It didn't like lowercase. In my case, lowercase denotes minor. Uppercase denotes major.
Okay.
So that's why. That's why you see like this here, B flat minor, but that's the lowercase b. Where previous, here's B flat major, capital B. So lowercase denotes minor, uppercase denotes major.
Okay.
So far, so good. You guys are gonna see some real live examples, like real works of music that have key signatures on it. So I just want to get this set in your brain.
Okay.
This is not a trick question. Here's my key signature. Do you see any sharps? Do you see any flats?
No.
You do not. Do you remember which 2 keys have no sharps and no flats?
C.
C what?
C sharp. No, C natural.
Major, I'm asking for major or minor?
Oh, major.
Major, good. And what's the relative minor?
A.
A what? Say it to the whole.
Natural.
Mm-hmm. But A minor, there you go. There you go. That is the key signature of C major and A minor. No sharps, no flats. All right, one more sharp key, and we'll move on to the flat way to figure out flat keys. Pick a number, 1 through 7, but you can't pick 5 or 6.
2.
2. Which 2 sharps do they have to be, Nick?
F and C.
F and C. Fat cats, baby. All right.
I keep forgetting that it has to be in that order.
It does. Yeah, always.
Yeah.
There are very few absolutes, right? Because only Siths deal in absolutes. So this is the dark side of music, I suppose. So, see if you can figure it out. Here's the last sharp, it's the one all the way to the right, go up one for major.
Are they just working?
Hi,
Yes.
go ahead, figure it out. Could you figure it out?
This is for that B ad. I'm gonna add a thing about masking.
Good.
And this is the write-up. That's kind of what Sue was looking for. I don't know if there's anything that you want added or subtracted. The first paragraph's kind of general, the second paragraph's kind of looking toward the rest of the year.
Is it D&D? I think.
It's perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna just clean it up a little bit like
It's
that.
got the website on it, that's
Well, I'm
everything
just
I could
thinking,
ask for.
I'm thinking it's, you know, future advertising, there are gonna be concerts coming up and
Oh,
things
yeah.
like that, you know, so that, you know, advertise that stuff
Hey,
too.
yeah, we'll get our stuff out there.
That's right.
That's good.
that's right. You get it?
Yes.
What do you think it is?
Very good.
I think it's like D&E.
What do you say?
Uh,
Did you say B and E?
no, D and
D, you, but be specific, is it D major or is it D minor?
D,
D major.
D major.
There you go. And what's the relative? Minor.
E minor.
No.
Um,
So return to the last sharp and go down one.
um,
B minor. There you go. You see, Nick?
oh yeah.
Okay. So, like sometimes what people will do is, all right, last sharp, go up one for major. Yeah, got that. That's D major, and then go down one for minor. Oh, okay, that's C or C sharp minor. Like, no, you have to return to the sharp and then go down.
This makes so much more sense.
Okay.
I think I understand now.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a method for you. You know, I know I said this was the last example. What if there's only one sharp? Well, then it has to be the last one. It is both the first and the last. If I am the only music teacher you ever have, I am by definition your favorite music teacher and your least favorite music teacher all at the same time. So if there's one sharp, it has to be the last one. Go up one for major. What do you got? Nope, it's on an F. Did you know that? Even if you see my sloppy handwriting here, so I can understand why you do that. If there's only one sharp, it has to be that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's one? G
Sharp. Oh,
Major?
major. I'm looking for the major.
Okay.
So G major. Okay, what's the relative minor?
It's E major.
What is it?
E major.
E minor?
E minor. Because we had been major. And that, yep, that's right. See the key of one sharp, G major, E minor.
Just the wrong M.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's sharp keys. Let's go over flat keys. Here's how you figure out flat key signatures. First, locate the second last flat. That second last flat is the major. So once you locate the second last flat, you've now located the major key. Okay? From here, go down to for the minor. Locate the second last flat, that is the major. Go down 2 letter names, that is the minor. So pick a number 2 through 7.
4.
4. They have to be these 4. Order of flats, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bead. Do it on time. What is the second last flat?
C.
No. You're in bass clef. This is trouble.
It's A major.
Well, hold on. It is an A, it's an A flat.
Maybe.
So you would call that A flat major. Right, look, here's A major on my circle, just to double check this.
Yeah.
That's the key of 3 sharps. That's not what you, can't be that. And this is 4 flats, so it has to be A flat major.
Okay.
You still put the major after?
You could. You want to be specific about it, maybe that's a good idea. Okay, now let's go down 2 from that A flat. Take 2 steps down, and what letter name do you end up on?
Flat.
I don't see an F flat in the key signature.
Oh,
So it's just an F.
Yeah.
Yeah, F minor. Flat keys are nice. I like figuring out flat keys.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do a couple more of these. And then I have to give you the exception to this. So there is one exception to like memorize if this is the method you choose to operate from.
There's always an exception.
Except when there's not. See, even that phrase, it's a little
There's
it's
an
a little
exception.
oxymoronic. Or no, that's not, paradoxical.
The exception is the exception.
Woo! Pick a number, 2 through 7, but you can't choose 4.
3.
3. They have to be these 3. B flat, E flat, A flat. What's the second last flat?
E flat.
E flat. That is the name of the major.
Major.
Yeah. See? Perfect. Descend, take 2 steps down from that E flat, and what do you get?
C.
C what? Would you say? C minor. Yeah. Gotta say the major and the minor part out loud.
I thought I got it like wrong for a second.
Yeah, look, it's right here, right? E flat major, C minor. If you just say C, well, you could be meaning that one up there. So
You're right.
it's like labeling. It's like I don't know, in math. You know, Sarah takes 5 apples and throws 8 of them at Eric. How many apples? She has -3 apples remaining. You know, you can't just say -3. You gotta label your unit.
You're right.
All right. One more of the flat keys, and I'll show you the exception. Pick a number, 2 through 7. Cannot pick 3 or 4. I heard 7. Here we go. All 7. B, E, A, D, G, C, F. That's all of them. This is gonna be a fun one. What is the second last flat here?
C flat.
C flat. So that means,
Go down.
oh, wait, hold on. So my question was, which is the second last flat? Well, it's C flat.
Yeah.
Great, so what's the major key?
Oh, C major.
No,
C flat major.
C flat major, there you are. All right, descend 2.
A flat.
Label it.
Minor.
Minor. Perfect. Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
All right, here's the exception. And here's why it's the exception. Let's say it's just the key of 1 flat. Well, that's a real pickle because I have to find the second last flat and it doesn't exist, there's only 1. So here is, if you're gonna use this method, you have to memorize this very, very specific oddball. F major, D minor. And remember here on the circle of fifths, pointed this out way at the beginning, F major is the only flat major that doesn't have a flat in its name. And that's why.
Yeah.
All right. Which method do you guys like better so far?
I think this one's easier.
Okay,
Yeah, this one.
okay.
I like this one better.
I think that this one is simpler than like going through all the work.
That thing hurts my brain.
It will.
Yeah.
I mean, like you got to get comfortable with it, but like, I don't know, remember when like golf fans, you guys golf fans? Tiger Woods, like, oh, when his wife blew up, and his own fault, and his wife like went after his car with a 9-iron. Like he hurt, whatever. Tiger Woods hurt himself a bunch of times, and like he was out, right? And he had to change his complete swing because he wasn't getting the distance, he wasn't getting the control. Like Tiger Woods, the greatest golfer on earth, had to totally relearn his swing, even though he could play pretty okay with like his old swing. This will be, I think you'll find this easier for now, and then this will be like your old swing.
Yeah.
And the more you come to grips with this, the more of a champion you'll become at like the challenges coming up. So I know this hurts your brain. This is a lot to take in. I get it. But this, I'll also tell you, this is as complicated as it gets. So as scared as you might be, like start to make friends with it. Because eventually, like you'll learn to really lean on that. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of like, little gimmicky tricks and things to, F major and D minor is that one exception. I had no idea. Or maybe you'll do the thing with the sharp keys where you go up one for the major and then you forget to return to that last sharp. You go down one, like, oh man, I missed points on that one. Or maybe you'll screw up the methods. Maybe for the flat key, instead of going to the second last flat, you'll flip the rules, and so this is like loaded with landmines. You don't go to the second last flat, you go to the last flat. You go up one for major, down one for minor, and you think you're sitting pretty when really like you flip-flopped the rules. So pick your own adventures. I am your guide. I am not here to tell you how to think. I will warn you, though, of the potential dangers of the paths that you choose to go and the potential rewards of it. So, all right, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Let's do something fun. Whatever method you want to use is fine with me. I have some real pieces of music in here for you that like I copied off out of some scores that I have back there. The front of this, you'll find like an answer sheet. This is a thing that I'll look at to grade. The first example is from George Friedrich Handel's like Masterwork, The Messiah. So you open it up, and this is the first thing that you see. And there's a lot of ink on the page here, all right? But you shouldn't be afraid of it, because you're welcome. At the top left, where it says in Italian, grave, not grave, but grave, meaning slow, below that, don't you see a grand staff? Yeah, it's got the bracket and everything. You see a treble clef and a bass clef. How many sharps are next to the treble clef? One. How many sharps are next to the bass clef?
2.
What?
1.
One. There was one next to the bass clef.
That looks like 2. I don't know.
Do you see it now?
Sure.
Stop me if you don't.
I think it just printed wrong. But
Well, I'm looking at the same one you are. Point.
just looks like disconnected. You know?
No, you have the 2 dots of the bass clef, and then like next to that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It just looks disconnected. So I thought there was 2.
Okay. Well, there's only. By the way, you can in a grand staff. If a composer ever put one key in one hand and another key in the other hand, like they deserve to be taken out back with a shotgun and a shovel. So, like whatever key signature is at the top is always at the bottom, or it's like the guy got too clever for their own good. Okay, so the key signature is a sharp key or a flat key. It's a sharp key. Yeah, it's a sharp key. So you have 2 options. You can either utilize the circle of fifths to see which 2 keys share the DNA of one sharp, or you can go up one for major and down one for minor and write it on that front cover sheet. You're welcome to rip that off, by the way. You can take that little like answer sheet off. So see if you can figure it out now.
So, which key are we doing? Like, which note are we doing?
Which note are we doing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what note name does that sharp appear on?
Looking like an F.
Not like an F. It is an F. Yeah, it's an F sharp. By the way, here's how you could also know that. If there's only one sharp, it has to be that one.
True.
Okay, so go up one for major, down one for minor, or utilize the circle of fifths. And let me know what answer you got. Figure it out, Nick?
G major. And E minor.
What do you think?
You said G major, E minor?
He did. What do you think?
I thought it would be E flat, E sharp.
E flat. Do you want to walk me through your thinking?
I mean.
Here, I'll write the key signature on the board for you, and then you can walk me through it.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking at the formula. I was trying to guess off the wheel.
Oh, okay. So let's find one sharp on my circle of fifths. Is it at the, which position?
The
It would be at the F.
Here?
Yeah. Or no. Oh, it'd be that.
It'd be the 1 o'clock position,
Okay.
right? G major, E minor.
Okay.
Simple?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, it cannot simultaneously be both, but I'm not worried about that now. I'm worried about you figuring out, like narrowing it down to 2 options. And then later in the course, you'll learn how to figure out whether it's in that major or that minor. Okay, let's do the next one together. And then I'm gonna have you, like, you can either do it as a group or not. Number 2, it should say choral on top. Right, 22. This is from Bach's St. John Passion. I pulled that out last week.
Yeah.
All right. You see a soprano, alto, tenor, and basso line, along with like a piano reduction of what the orchestra would play. How many sharps beside each of those clefs?
4.
There are 4, and they have to be very specific 4, by the way. Fat cats get down. Great. So Bach is not a jerk here, and he puts everybody in the same key. It's really nice of him. Thank you. Thank you. It'd be just absolute calamity if that wasn't the case. So look at your how to figure out the sharps section of your notes, or utilize your circle of fifths and find 4 sharps on there. So you're good to go because you looked at my circle of fifths, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you think you have it, write it down on the name the keys cover sheet.
I think looking at the music like all together,
Yeah.
using the wheel is better, but just looking at the sharps like on their own, doing,
So if I got rid of the circle of fifths on the board, would you be lost?
I'd be doing this side.
Okay, how about a hybrid? What if you could reproduce the circle of fifths for yourself?
That'd be cool, but I can't yet.
Oh, and they can't, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I forgot this formula.
Okay, so here's your notes.
Is this for major?
Sharp keys. You find you're looking at that part?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do next? What does it say in your notes?
You go up.
Wait. You have to, up from where? Which sharp are you supposed to look at? There are 4 of them.
The second last one.
No, see, you're looking at the flat keys now. What does it say next to the sharps? Sharp keys.
Down.
Which sharp do you look at for sharp keys?
Major one.
There's no such thing as a major sharp.
I'm looking at Romeo
Is it the first, the second, the third, the
I
last?
think it's, is it the middle?
No, it's the last one. So write that, you gotta have that in your notes, otherwise you're lost, you have no reference point.
Last shirt. Okay.
So last sharp, then what?
And then you move,
I've located my last sharp, it's right here.
yeah,
Now what?
you move to the left. Or, I don't think I wrote it down.
Ha, that's pickle. I'll write it down for you again. Find the last sharp, go up one from that last sharp for major, go down one from that last sharp for minor. So now that you have it, can you figure it out?
Oh, you go to the second shirt.
Here?
Yeah.
No.
I'm kind of confused.
What is the last sharp in this?
Uh,
What letter name?
D shirt.
D sharp, okay. So go up one from a D sharp. What letter name do you land on?
E shirt. Or E major.
E major, great. Now go down one from that last sharp.
D sharp.
No, see, you landed on the landmine. You went up one for major, which, okay, that's an E. Great. And then you went down one for minor. Okay, you said D sharp. Well, really, you're supposed to go from the last sharp down, not from the major down. Do you understand?
Wait, the last sharp down?
That's this one,
Yeah.
right? So go down one from there. What letter name?
D major.
No. What letter name is this?
D sharp.
Okay, so I said go down one from a D sharp, and you said D. But I'm saying go down like one letter name down.
Oh, C.
C sharp, because that does apply. There you go. C sharp minor. Now, I see like the shortcomings of this.
Yeah.
He just looked at this.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, okay, can you reproduce that? He's like, no, probably not yet, which is fine. I wouldn't expect that out of like day 2 here at the Key Signature Academy of America. But if you can do that, look how much faster that is now.
Yeah. Actually, I can't. Why? Where is it on the?
No. Where's 4 sharps on my clock face? What position? 7 o'clock.
It would be on
3?
Sure.
3 sharps? Is that how many I had here?
Oh,
Huh?
I would be on E.
E major,
E major.
C sharp minor.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright.
All right. I guess we gotta do the next one together. Let's take a look. Ooh, Claude, and it's another sharp key. Nice.
What language is this?
This is French. You can tell at the bottom of it, quand j'ai joué le tambourin.
Facts.
See a lot of things. Contralto, solo, contraltos, tenors, basses. It's a great choral work from a guy who didn't write a lot. Son of a biscuit. That's it for today. Bring this back tomorrow, okay?
Alright.